So this is one of the busier streets here in Phan Rang-Thap Cham, and you can just tell that it's obviously a much smaller town, just a much like slower pace of life when this is like the major street at rush hour, because it is like, well, okay, that's your hint. Time guess. The exact time, let me check it. Okay, I got it. There's the sky. And the hint is it's rush hour. So leave your guess in the comments of what time it is. And this is going to be an exploratory vlog, as well as a vlog which addresses some questions that several of you have about my life and what's going on. Is this a him? It is. Maybe we'll keep going a little bit on the major street and see if we can find a different alley. A question that several of you have, or a few questions that several of you have. So let me just read a comment that I thought was a really good comment that I wanted to save and sort of highlight and then address the questions. All right, so it says, I'm a bit confused, a little bit more. Why are you moving away from a place that you obviously loved to live in? So that was in regards to the place in District 1. So the first, I'll just go ahead and answer that first question. Why did I move from a place that I obviously love to live in? Well, it wasn't all love. There was definitely a lot of pain that I experienced there. So I spent 6 months living there. I'd say about 3 months of that was really positive, and then 3 months I would characterize as being fairly negative. So I really admired a lot of aspects of that neighborhood, and I did like, you know, a lot of the restaurants around there, the food. I liked the, let's go down here. Chào hai chú. I liked the sort of, that's interesting. Got some burning stuff. Maybe this isn't the best place to go down, but burning some wood. Maybe keep my shirt over my thigh. And just kind of all right, it's okay, not too bad now. Yeah, so I loved it. I love the restaurants. I loved vlogging around there. I loved some of the alleys and the different spots there in that Ko Yang ward of District 1. But look at this. You can just immediately get into this like pastoral awesomeness. That's really cool. I don't know if this is like someone's land or not, if I'm allowed to go in there. Can I? Cậu ơi, đi bộ ở đây được không? Đi bộ đi chợ ở đây được không? Được, cảm ơn nha. Okay, so I'm gonna walk down here. So looks like a body of water. Oh, got my all-terrain flip-flops on. I want to check out this first before the body of water. Got a little, was that a tractor? Something. What's that called, guys? Help me. I'm obviously not the smartest individual in the world. All right. Well, let's explore. I loved a lot of the restaurants there. I loved a lot of that type of stuff, but yeah, there was just a lot of time I spent there where my life wasn't at its best. So it was sort of like I needed a fresh environment. I wanted a new lease on life, and I also ran up on my lease on the apartment. So new lease on life, and then also the lease on that apartment was gone. Okay, so that goes into someone's dwelling. I'm gonna stop there. What kind of crops are over there? I don't know. All right, let's go to the water. So yeah, that's essentially the answer to that question. Wanted a new lease on life, just a little bit of a fresh start somewhere new. And although the Phu Nhuan stay is intended to be temporary, it's still like a fresh place. So do some cool vlogs around there, and then obviously I'm spending, you know, a lot of February here in Phan Rang and Ninh Thuan, this smaller province. So that's what I'm doing, and so interesting, like little houses and then like farmland over here. I mean, I don't want to like go too much onto the farmland, but I do want to go to the water. I wanted to try to take like about another 1,000-meter journey, so try to kind of gauge what that is based on like Google Maps. Now this river, this is a big important river here in the Phan Rang area. I forgot what it's called though. I want to say Sông Cái. I'm gonna go ask Trang's dad later. He definitely knows. I think it's Sông Cái. But yeah, beautiful. This river flows into a massive dam up in the mountains. So it goes up that way, and then there's a huge dam up in the mountains, and it flows into that. So it's actually really important in terms of like providing electricity for all of this area, this whole region, including, I think maybe including Nha Trang. But yeah, it's definitely consequential, what's the word I'm looking for? Feature of the geography of this region. There I am. There I go with my Discovery Channel narration there. It is a consequential feature of the local geography. Gotta do it in a British accent so that it sounds way more professional and smart. Anyways, pretty beautiful here. I might just kick it here and do the vlog here. This is pretty cool. Maybe I'll just low-key like hijack this boat and go for a ride. So then, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the rest of the vlog here, because it's really about answering these questions. It's kind of nice, like the sunset going down here. beautiful. All right, so let me look at the next question. So why'd you move from the place? Okay, we got that. Why are you going to spend Tet holiday with your ex-girlfriend's family? Great question. I want to couple that with another one. Did you and your ex-girlfriend get back together again? And will it not be weird spending multiple days together with the ex-girlfriend and her family when you two had freshly broken up? Okay, so the breakup happened in like late November, early December, I think around early December area. So it's not super fresh anymore. I would say it's like, yeah, it's like 3 months. But have we gotten together? Have we gotten back together? The short answer to that's no. Not officially. But, you know, we're talking about things. And the fact is that we still love each other and we still care about each other. Is that like romantic love where we're ready to rekindle the relationship? I guess not at this point. But we'll see, you know. It's definitely a possibility. And you know, no matter what happens romantically on that end, you know, and I'll say this about exes I've had in the past too, you know, where we've dated for multiple years. You guys know who you are, if you still watch the channel. And then with Trang specifically right now, no matter what happens with us romantically, you know, the time we've spent together and the moments we've shared together, the amount of life that we've had together, it's always going to hold a special place in my heart. It's always going to be, I'm always going to feel to a certain degree like we're family. So I think what the reason I was invited to spend Tet here, to spend Tet holiday here. I was invited by Trang's family, her mom and her dad, and by Trang. And I accepted the invitation. And they knew about the fact that we had broken up. But they didn't want me to spend Tet holiday alone in Saigon. And I think that comes from a really loving place and a really gracious place, and just a place of care and concern, I think, a little bit too, because they were aware. There was some awareness of what I was going through with regards to, you know, my problems lately, and just you know, they wanted. Tet is I was here for Tet last year, and it's a time when people come together to celebrate the joy of life, really, you know, to celebrate family, to celebrate things like happiness and good fortune and, yeah, and feelings of family. So they wanted me to be a part of that because they understand that I'm not out here in Vietnam with my family, that I'm just here with a school of birds on a river and a camera. So those are your questions answered. Are we back together? Short answer, no. Long answer, alternative short answer, will we maybe get back together? Possibly. And then the other answer to that is, you know, we're just taking it one day at a time. And today's been a great day. Yesterday was a great day. And let's see how tomorrow goes. I met a guy, I won't share his name, but I met him recently, sort of serendipitously, at a barbershop, at my barbershop in District 1. And he didn't speak Vietnamese. He was just traveling to Vietnam from Canada. And he was wondering about the price. So there was a little bit of confusion with like the staff there being able to translate and whatnot. So I just kind of bridged the gap between, you know, to here's what the prices are so that you know exactly what you're getting and what you're paying for. And then I invited him to come have a drink with me afterwards and to hang out for a little bit. And he accepted the invitation. He came and he told me, you know, a moving story. You know, it was a bit somber and, you know, sad, but you know, that his wife had just passed away and that he was traveling for her because she had always encouraged him to go out there and to live life, you know, live life to the fullest, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. So you can save as much as you want for today, you can save as much as you want for tomorrow, but you're not going to take anything with you when you die. That doesn't mean live completely recklessly. That doesn't mean, you know, just do things that are going to be completely dangerous and, you know, potentially end your life because you could never do it again. But it does mean appreciate the moment and do try to really, you know, not take it for granted. Understand that it's not guaranteed. You know, I don't know if I'll ever see this river again. I don't. So I should soak it in as much as possible. But that's kind of where, you know, that's a little bit where I guess I'm looking at things right now. It's just one day at a time, but try to live them to the fullest and do the things that make me happy and that hopefully bring joy to others. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So like I said, yesterday was great, today was great, and hopefully you know who you are. If I told that story, and if you watch the channel, you know who you are. I hope you're doing well. Shout out to you. Really just courageous and tremendous individual, actually, to go out and do the things that, you know, adventurous things that you weren't willing to do before, but that, you know, you're willing to do now. In a lot of ways, I saw sort of mirrors of that with my dad. Not so much in the loss and grief, or, you know, honestly, the person I met didn't seem to be grieving so hard. Maybe they had already healed a lot through the process, but so it wasn't so much of that with my dad. But I did notice that my dad on this last trip, he seemed adventurous. He seemed willing to do things where, like, earlier in his life he would have just been like, nah, no thanks. And I was really proud of that. I thought that was awesome. So, you know, and I don't know if that's maybe just a symptom of getting older, or, you know, kind of realizing that life is finite. But yeah, it's just really cool. Anyways, I don't know why I'm getting so philosophical. It's been like the last 6 minutes, so I'm sure a lot of you clicked off already. Anyways, it is what it is. Sometimes I just like to go on. This is a beautiful place. Did I walk 1,000 meters? Definitely not. But I found a really cool river and hung out on a really nice riverbed. and my all-terrain flip-flops held up. And you might be able to get a better idea of the time guess based on that sunset, and based on the amount of time that this vlog has gone through. And you know, this isn't really edited too much besides maybe a little something, but look at the birds up there. I hope I don't get crapped on, honestly. But they're, I don't know if you can see all of them. It's kind of interesting. They're just kind of swarming a bit over the river. I'm running out of light though, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's walk back. Anyways, Phan Rang so far has been great. Last night I went and ate lizard. I put pictures of it on the community chat, and that was very interesting. Also had seafood with that. Had some crab and fish, and that was really good. It's really nice, fresh seafood here. We're in a coastal town, so everything's very fresh from the sea. And I rode a manual shift motorcycle there and back. There's 2 motorbikes. Trang and her mom took one that was automatic. I don't think either of them drive manual, so like, do you know how to drive this one? And I was like, I do, but it's been a long time. So I got the hang of it. I got it back pretty quickly. And it was fun because my grandpa Gary, rest in peace, he taught me how to ride a manual shift motorcycle. And you know, it just brought back some of those nostalgic memories of me and my grandpa and riding around on my dirt bike. It was a little Honda 100cc dirt bike that my grandparents got me when I was like 10 or 11 years old. Might have been 11, and I was probably too scared to ride it until I was like 12, because when I first tried it out and I was coming out of like first gear or something, forgot what it was, but in any case, the bike shot off and I fell off, and I just got really scared of riding it. So it took me a while to get over that fear, and then to finally get back on the bike and to face that fear. And I think my grandparents were really proud of me for getting back on the bike, and then also not having wasted a few $1,000s on a motorcycle for a kid who never rode it. So let's keep going this way a little bit. See what this karaoke thing's saying. Keep telling you stories. Come on down. Let me tell you some stories about my life. And then there was like a monumental moment with the dirt bike riding when I was a kid, where I always wanted to do these jumps. I would see these guys do these crazy big jumps, like, you know, I don't know if you could imagine, let's see, from that little roof of the house there, like all the way to maybe this like hunk of, I don't know, whatever that is. But yeah, basically a massive jump, like 100 feet. People would do stuff like that on their dirt bikes. This is out in Riverside, California, in the Inland Empire. You guys are familiar with that area. Riverside, Corona, Norco, the surrounding areas. I would see them do those jumps and I was like, oh man, that looks cool. I wish I could do that. And I found this jump that had like a gap where it was sort of like terrain like this, where there was a jump, but then in the middle of it, to get up to this kind of flatter part, there was a gap. So you needed to hit the jump with enough speed to clear the gap and get on top. So I really had to, like, what they now call send it. I really had to send it, and I was scared of that jump. Took me like 3 or 4 trips, maybe 1 or 2 at least, but like kind of riding around it and thinking about it the whole time, and I don't know, you know, I don't know if I want to do it. But then eventually just building up the courage to just smash the accelerator and hit the jump. Here's the karaoke place. Pretty humble. Yeah, just smashing the accelerator, hit the jump, and I kind of barely made it. But I did make it, and I didn't die, I didn't fall, I didn't get hurt. And as soon as I made that jump, I just remember how proud my grandpa was, and my grandma, I think they're both there, that I did it. Yeah. So I think it was probably, to them, it was probably, and maybe to me now, and to them at the time, it was more than the jump. The jump meant more than the jump, right? The jump meant just an overall sense of courage, an overall sense of gumption, you know, to do something that, even though you're scared to do it, you do it anyways. You conquer that fear. And yeah, I think it was a powerful moment. So gonna walk back now. I'll take you on the full walk back. I would say we went about 1,000 meters. Let's see how far it is to get back to, to where I'm staying at Chang's house. Oh, okay. Well, it says 140 meters, so 140 meters here, there, around 280. Give me another couple hundred for the walk down and back from the river. Round up, we'll call it 500. M.O.A. Wang. That's a good name for a restaurant, because that's definitely something you're saying at restaurants pretty often, is M.O.A. I wonder what that is. If anyone knows what this is, let me know in the comments. Like, why is there a concrete structure there? Just in the bushes. Definitely losing light, and I did not bring my light with me. But let's walk back. Take you on the full walk back, because I think it's pretty serene. I like it. I likes it. I mean, there's, like, you know, some eyesore-y type of stuff, like this just burnt ground. But then you make up for it with, like, the view of the farmland and then the river in the background. Balance between eyesores and eye candy. I don't think that's the original or normal way that people use eye candy. So I think going back here is the right way. Just be careful here. Get around the curve. Hello, hello. All right. And we'll go down. Back onto the major street, which is called the 21st of August Street. 21st of August, I'm not sure why. It must be some sort of consequential day in, oh, back in the fire zone. But the fire has mostly gone down. Still, nonetheless, a little smoky. All right, that's good. 21st of August, I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll have to look that up, or if you guys know why the 21st of August is worthy of naming a street after, let a brother know. Yeah, we're on the 21st of August Street, so make a right. Right? Or did we go right? I think we went right. Yeah, no, I think it's left. Oh, the address I know, so this is 377. Yeah, we're going the right way. Okay. Continue this way on 21st of August. So there's like two parts of Phan Rang. It's like Phan Rang and Thap Cham. This is like the Thap Cham area, supposedly. The Phan Rang area is like closer to the beach. From here, the beach is about like a 15-minute drive. So it's split into like this area, this city is split into two different, I guess, regions. But I plan on making more videos, more vlogs, like with Trang and her family. I just want to let the family get a little more settled in first, and then, you know, maybe when we go out, we'll do stuff and film some stuff. But for now, I wanted to address those things because I think those were good questions, valid questions. And if I'm giving you updates on my life like that, those are yeah, details that I would be interested in too. So anyways, appreciate you guys for asking. And that one comment was just like the most succinct. That's why I read the questions from that comment. But that wasn't the only person asking, so wanted to let you know about that. Thank you guys for asking. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this vlog. If you did like it, go ahead and pet a dog. Hello, doggy. Hello. If you did, I got a friend. Hello, friendly dog. Hope you guys liked this vlog. If you did like it, click the like button, subscribe to the channel to support the growth, and leave any comments you have. I'm really happy to hear from you all. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Peace.